Hey guys! So I wanted to show you some of my makeup favorites, and as I'm like going through getting ready, I picked like my ultimate favorite thing that I use for each step, and so I want to show you guys. And I have oily skin if that's any reference, so if you have dry skin, some of the stuff that I use may not work as well on you. So we'll start with the first thing that I always start with, and it's also the most expensive product that I have. And it's the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. And this one is a little more expensive. I should have looked up the price, but I think it's somewhere between 20 and 40 bucks. But I love it because you put it on very first and it just gives you, that was way too much, just gives you kind of like a glow. And sometimes if I'm either like going to the pool or to the lake or the gym, I'll just put this on and that's it, and it just gives you like a healthy little glow. So I always put that on first. And then I recently discovered, this is from e.l.f. This is $8. It's their Poreless Putty Primer. And this is a universal shade, and you just put it on, and I put it in my T-zone, like all the areas that get oily, and it just fills in your pores. That's about all it does. So I don't have a huge issue with pores, but I feel like it also keeps my foundation in place a lot better too. So the next step would be foundation. And it's been a long time for me to find a foundation that I like. And so far this is the one, and it's not even high end. It's Catrice Cosmetics, and it's called the HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. It says mattifying second skin effect, lasts up to 24 hours. Right now this is on sale for like 5 something at Ulta, and so I've been snagging them up. I don't love the applicator, it's like a dropper, and so I just drop it onto my face, and then I use a brush to blend it out. And I am the color light beige is what I've been wearing in the winter. In the summer, I think I wear sand beige. And next I have the concealer that I always put under my eyes and on the high points of my face. I used to do like down my nose and right here like they do on all the YouTube channels, but I don't really do that anymore because I don't feel like it really makes a difference. But it's the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Radiance Concealer with Hyaluronic Acid. And it's medium to full coverage. And I usually get a lighter color than I need to just because I feel like it brightens up my under eye. But my shade in this that I use is C2. So you can see it's quite a bit lighter than my skin tone. And then I blend that out with a Real Techniques Dirty Beauty Blender. So, like so. And then once I've done all that, my favorite setting powder is from Essence, and the price on this I think is $3.99, and it's in Baba Banana, I don't know, but anyway, banana powder. And then I just set my whole face with this, and this works really well for oily skin, so it keeps everything nice and set and in place, and it's also really affordable. After I do that, I usually do my brows. Today they're looking a little crazy, so excuse it, but I use this e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. It says Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and it has a spoolie on one end so you can kind of comb through your brows, and then on the other end it has the what do you call this? The crayon part? I don't know. And the color I get mine in, I think, is taupe. And so I just fill in my brows with this. This is like $2.99. And then to keep that all in place, I use this Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. And it has kind of like fibers in it, and I just comb it in, and it makes you look like you got a little more brows than you really do. So I love this. Again, I think this is $2.99 or $3.99, and I just bought 3 of them for buy 2 get 1 free. So do the math of whatever that would equal. I'm on break right now, so I'm not mathing or using my brain at all while I'm not teaching. After that, it's time for bronzer, and if you haven't tried this, I highly recommend it. It's the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, and my shade is in Deep Bronzer, and when you open this up, it's just really easily blendable, and it smells like coconuts. So, love this. This is like, I have some high-end bronzers, and still this is the only one that I'll use. After that, I usually do my eyeshadow, and I am a huge fan of ColourPop. One day, I will show you all of my ColourPop palettes, and you'll probably die. In fact, I regret buying most of them. They're great palettes, but I just bought a lot of colorful ones that I hardly ever use. I don't like to wear crazy colors to school too often. I do sometimes. But this has been by far, I think, my favorite neutral palette of theirs. It's the Going Coconuts. And I'm more of a cool tone person. They have a lot of warm tone palettes. But this one is mostly like cooler toned neutral. So I really like this one. And it has some good transition colors. And then I think this one is my favorite in the middle. It's called the Cocoa Crush. So I'll just swatch that one for you. But ColourPop has the best eyeshadow formula, in my opinion, of any brand, even the more expensive ones. So I don't know if that's showing up on camera, but I usually put that in the center of my lid and then use the darker colors to smoke it out. And then for the inner corner, the highlight that I've been using for years is also ColourPop. It's in the shade Flexitarian. And for this one, I usually just dip my finger in it and I use it to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. This probably won't show up either, but I don't know if you can, is it showing up, Sophie?
I can't see it, there's things in the way.
What thing's in the way? Oh, okay. But yeah, I've been using this for years, but my friend recently just gifted me this from Mascara Beauty, if you're familiar with that. And it's in the shade Glamazing. And holy crap, this is an intense highlighter, but it's so pretty. The first time I put it on, I totally like dug my brush in there, and after I was like, whoa, I'm gonna go light-handed with this, but I'll swatch this one too. But like, look at that.
Wait, move it over. Yeah, you can see it.
You can see it? Sophie's being my helper. So yeah, you want to go light-handed with that, but that might be my new favorite highlighter. And then the other one that I have been using on my, on my cheeks right here is the Becca in Opal. I've had this for forever, like I've hit pan on it. And I think I like this new one that I have better. So Becca, you might be getting a little break, girlfriend. We're almost done here. So once I've done that, now you can set your face. And this is not my favorite, but I ran out of my favorite. What I usually use is the Morphe Continuous Spray Setting Mist, I think is what it's called. It looks just like this, but it's in a black bottle and it's 16 bucks at Ulta. And the thing I like about it is it has like a really nice fine spray, so you're not getting all those blotches on your face. And this one, what does it smell like, Sophie? Can you not smell that?
I can.
It's strawberry scented, and I don't love it, but I bought it, so I'm going to use the whole thing before I buy a new one of the black regular ones. This one was a collaboration with Jeffree Star, if you're familiar with him. But anyway, that is my favorite setting spray.
It's Starberry.
Oh, Starberry. Sorry, Jeffree, don't want to get that wrong. And then for eyeliner, my favorite right now liquid liner is also from ColourPop, and they have it in lots of different colors, and I got some crazy colors like blue and red, and I never use them. I don't know why I always do that. And I have tons of different black liquid liners, but for some reason, I think black looks a little too harsh on me. So I like just this brown, and it's pretty easy to apply. But as of right now, that's my favorite liquid liner. You can get this on ColourPop.com, and they also have some at Ulta. And then I also use the label has worn off, but they're regular liners too in brown. This one's called Mr. Bing, and I use that for like my lower lash line. You got to be careful with these though. I think I've gotten some duds because they get kind of dry and then they just break off, and that makes me mad. But this one's done well so far. For lashes, this is another expensive one. It's the Lancome CIALS Booster XL, whatever that means, I don't know. But this is not mascara. It's like a, what would you call, like a primer. And so I don't have very long lashes, so I put this on first, and it thickens my lashes and makes them longer, and it turns them white, so it's kind of weird at first. And then I've tried like so many different high-end mascaras, and I've never found one that I like more than this. It's the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. And Essence has a lot of different mascaras, but the green one in particular is the one that I like. It's really wet, if that makes sense. And it has like, I like the bristly brush. I don't like the more rubbery brushes, if you know what I mean. But yeah, this is by far my favorite. And for lips, I don't usually wear lip liner, but when I do, it's these ColourPop Lippy Pencil eyeliners that I use. And I have 3 of these, I think. This is more of the pinky one that I have, and then I have more of a neutral brown one and like a nude one. And I like them because they just glide on really smooth. Like I have some NYX ones that I use and they drag as you go across the lip, but this one just glides on really smooth, huh? And I've tried to get into like the matte liquid lipstick and matte lipsticks, and for my lips it doesn't work for me. So I'm a gloss girl, and my favorite gloss is the Buxom gloss. These are the ones you put on, and it kind of has a peppermint feel, and so it's supposed to plump your lips. And my favorite shade is White Russian. It's just a neutral, basically clear shade on me. And then I have to mention this. Where is it?
What is it?
Go get the lip gloss, the lip balm tube off my nightstand for me. For lipsticks though, my favorite are these Lorac ones, and I got 5 of these for $10 from TJ Maxx a while back. And so it ranges from like a nude color to, this is the one that I use the most, the Alter Ego. And in Ulta, the package, I was gonna buy it from Ulta to start with, and it was like, I wanna say, I can't remember, $30 to $40 for the 5 of them. And so when I found them for $10 at TJ Maxx, I was super happy. Now this is like my holy grail, highest recommendation. For me anyway, it works for me. So I would always get really chappy lips. Yes, I drink a lot of water. Yes, I use sunscreen, all of that. But like to the point where I could like, this is gross, I could peel a layer of skin off my lips like every day, and I always had like cracked and bleeding lips until I found this. And it's not that expensive. You can get it from Ulta. I think it's like $8 for this tube, and it's lasted me for at least a few months now. Is it upside down? But I put this on every night before bed, like a thick layer. I just slather it on, and I still, I mean, get a little chappy lips here and there, but for the most part, like this has like solved the chappy lip issue. And I think that's the last thing. Oh, I did want to say, for more colorful looks, and again, I'll show you guys all of the ColourPop things that I have, the ColourPop palettes, but this one is the So Jaded by Kathleen Lights and ColourPop. And if you don't watch Kathleen Lights on YouTube and you like makeup and just watching fun YouTube videos, check her out, Kathleen Lights. She designed this palette with ColourPop, and when I want to do something a little more colorful, I use this. And Sophie, which one are you wearing on your eyes?
Those 2.
Yeah, there's 2 pressed glitters. I don't use the pressed glitters because they fall all over my face. And but yeah, all of these other colors are really pretty. I love the purples. I love doing like warm looks over here, cool tones over here, and I don't get too much into those